What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at Trials of Osiris. It is back. We have a new map, some new loot, and some incredible new flawless rewards. So if you want to find out everything you need to know about this weekend's event, be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And 85% of you aren't currently subscribed, so if you are new here or you want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another weekend and Xur and Trials have returned. Now to kick off the event, you first want to pay Saint 14 a visit over in the tower. Now here you'll be able to get your Trials passage, but more importantly, pick up a weekly bounty. Now the weekly bounty, once you complete it, will grant you a Trials engram. So even if you aren't able to achieve 3, 5 or 7 wins on your Trials passage, you can at least guarantee yourself a Trials engram, which will provide you with loot from this week's event. Now with your passage and bounties in hand, it's time to jump into the event this week. Now the map this week is Exodus Blue. So we return to Earth for Trials in this weekend's event. This is one of the smaller maps available in the Trials rotation. Be aware of some of the cover in and around the trains area. Some of this can actually be shot through. So if you do see enemies shooting you through cover, it is likely they're taking advantage of these areas. Sniper rifles can come in clutch here, especially for some of the lanes on the left and right side of the map, but I fully expect hand cannons and shotguns to come to the forefront, especially in and around the close quarter sections of the map, in and around the tunnel, and even over in the warehouse. Now the capture zone is in the B area in the middle of the map, so make yourself comfortable and aware of that area, especially for those games that long out and will go down to the capture zone. Now huge shout out to Crystal Playbook for this callout map. I've left a link down below that includes the link to all the callout maps, so be sure to utilize that for this weekend's event. So we know what the new loot looks like and we know what the map is, but what are the rewards? What are the rewards for this weekend's event? Well, for 3 wins this week, you can get your hands on the Astral Horizon. This is a legendary kinetic shotgun. This one is an aggressive frame, so it's hard hitting and has high recoil and increases the rate of fire after a kill. Now this is a brand new version of Astral Horizon. It has a power cap of 1610. It has some new perks associated to it, and sadly it no longer can roll quick draw either. So if you have one with quick draw already, then it's unlikely you'll get a better roll than the one that you have currently. That being said though, it can still roll with accurized rounds and opening shot, and as we all know, opening shot on a shotgun like this can come in clutch, allowing you to borderline snipe your opponents. Now if you don't have a good one already, it will only take you 3 wins or the completion of the Trials engram this week to get your hands on one. Now if you're able to achieve 5 wins on your Trials passage this weekend, you can get your hands on the Solar's Scar. This is a legendary power sword, a brand new weapon introduced with Trials of Osiris this season. This one's a caster frame, so you can launch a heavy projectile attack, and these attacks partially bypass elemental shields. Now this is the first Trials sword we've ever seen, and naturally you could add a radar booster to it and use it as a ultimate 3-peaking weapon. However, it does have some great rolls to it too, things like Relentless Strikes and Vorpal Weapon, but uniquely for this sword, it also can roll with Chain Reaction, where each final blow with the weapon will create an elemental damage explosion. This is a much talked about perk at the moment, and I'll be very interested to see how this plays out on a sword like this. So if you want to get your hands on one, you'll need to get to 5 wins in total on your card this weekend to get the Solar's Scar legendary sword. And if you can achieve 7 wins on your Trials passage this weekend, you'll get your hands on the Gauntlet. So you'll need to achieve 7 wins in total to get your next new piece of Trials of Osiris armor. Remember, it has to be 7 wins in total on your card, not necessarily a flawless card. If you want to start collecting a full armor set, it's going to require a good coordinated team in order to get to 7 wins this weekend. And if you're able to achieve a flawless passage in this weekend's event, you'll get your hands on the Igneous Hammer Adept. This is a legendary energy hand cannon, an aggressive frame, so high damage and high recoil, optimized for long distance shooting. It's a brand new weapon introduced this season with Trials of Osiris, and it's 120 rounds per minute. It has an almost perfect recoil stat of 95 and can have some pretty incredible perks too. You have things like Quick Draw and Outlaw in the middle column, and in the final column you're sport for choice. You either have Snapshot or Rampage, but you can also have the Trials intrinsic trait Celerity too. Now the perk pool is only 5 traits per column, so it makes for getting a good roll a very high chance. Now, as for the Adept mods themselves, these are now random. So you'll get a random Adept mod based on the ones that you don't currently have in your collection. So if you are missing any Adept mods, you'll need to go flawless again this week to get your hands on a brand new one. So there we have it, guys. That's a round out of the new loot available in Trials of Osiris, the map, the rewards, and the flawless loot in the final chest. Now, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below and share with your friends. That super helps me out here on the channel. And as I said before, nearly 85% of you aren't currently subscribed. So if you are new here and you do want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.